Oh yeah, speaking of the German government, I wanted to really quickly familiarize myself with what the hell is going on over there. So the ruling coalition has collapsed and the AfD is poised to win, or something. Germany appears headed towards an unexpected election and complete political upheaval after its deeply unpopular ruling coalition collapsed this week. Wow, you're telling me that neoliberalism cedes ground to fascism? That's crazy. That's wild. Until Wednesday, Germany, which operates under a parliamentary system in which multiple parties compete for power, was governed by a fragile coalition of three parties with very different aims. That arrangement changed after Olaf Scholz, who belongs to the party that led the coalition, the center-left Social Democratic Party, fired his finance minister, who belongs to the fiscally conservative Free Democratic Party, over a budget dispute. In response, the Free Democratic Party pulled out of the coalition. Why did he do this? Leaving the Social Democratic Party and its other coalition partner, the climate change-focused Green Party, without a majority in the Bundestag, Germany's parliament. For the time being, the two parties will still govern the country, but it will be difficult to pass legislation. This tweet explains what happened. German government collapse explained. FDP enter government with SPD and Greens. FDP sabotage any meaningful economic reforms. FDP pull below threshold. FDP I demand public spending cuts, tax cuts, and stop in climate policies. SPD Greens no. FDP snap elections. Schultz, you're fired. Okay, gotcha. The FDP guy was basically torpedoing all economic initiatives. It's pronounced Bundestag. Is it really? Bundestag. Bundestag. Where is it? Where is it spelled? Bundestag. Bundestag. I'll try to remember that. Stag. Bundestag. Bundestag. Stag. They never say sta. It's sta. Bundestag. Okay. As a result, Germany faces political gridlock. Scholz has said he will call a vote of confidence in his government in January. Wow, that's close. He and the Greens are expected to lose, which would trigger an early election and likely elevate different parties and politicians. Does this link to the AfD, like, Wikipedia page? Okay, just flat out, like, yeah, who wins next? No, you said it wrong again. It is Stag, not Stag. The ST equals SHT is only in the beginning of the word. Oh. Bundestag, but if it was like the begin, it'd be like Stagenfreude. Or, okay. Bundestag. Okay. Just get a YouTube pronunciation video up and ruin the fun. The three-party coalition was troubled from the beginning. Yeah, that's definitely true. And by what margin did the AfD win in the most recent federal elections? Okay, let's see what we have here. Yeah, it was the SPD, the Greens, and the FDP. Does the Union, the Union doesn't, they're not in a coalition with the AfD, right? No, they are not. Do you think that's going to change with time? Do you think there's a possibility that the CDU would be like, why not? Definitely? Okay, great. Fantastic. They already said so? Okay, okay. That's good. That's great. Germans' voting intention for the 2025 election? Dude, this is so grim. The AfD and CDU on their own would be enough for a 50% coalition. They wouldn't even need a third party, though. I would bet you anything that the CDU underperforms and the AfD overperforms in the next federal election, especially now that there's been this crisis and there might be a snap election. I would not be surprised if the AfD outperformed expectations. Times of crisis tend to, like, amplify and elevate the rhetoric of the populist. They speak to immediacy and the necessity of acting quickly, you know? They're better at that. What does the Union even promise Germans? I know that you guys are all about, you know, industrial efficiency and so on and so forth. I understand this. What is the what's the narrative? A lot of Germans here. You know, it's a big country. 20 to 30% of chat is German. I don't believe that. That's not a reliable polling method. Okay, how racist is the Union? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being like, I don't know, Israel right now. Very? Okay, how about relative to the AfD? Okay, if 10 is the AfD, where is the Union? 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna average this out to like a 7. 6 or 7. 6.5. Well, 6.5. I'm not going any lower or higher. Yeah, the AfD might overperform. There's been a lot of racist swings since Merkel left office. Wow, you're telling me that incompetent neoliberal governance leads to the increased popularity of populist far right? I know, I know, I know. Real shock, I know. Do you think the Wagenknecht Alliance, the one where it's named after that lady, do you think that she would coalition with the Union and AFD? Because she's kind of like a Russia, red fash type. Yes, never. Yes, nah, probably. Thanks, guys. You're great. As always. If she does, her party will fracture. Yeah, but even if her party fractures, like, she would only need a few seats, you know? You should talk to Der Dara on Twitch about that. Daramgar? Is Daramgar German? I don't think it actually likes me or anything. I just respect cooking as an art form, so I host it. Dara's a dumbass? Daramgar? What did Dara do to you? No, okay, a different person. Okay, Dara is a different person. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Thana. Yeah. Okay. Well, der just means like the, right? In German? So I don't know if you were doing a bit where it's like, oh, Dara's German, so it's like, oh, the German Dara, but like in German, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, BSW is like red fash. Like tanky types, I guess. There's a chance the AFD could be banned, by the way, but now they might be banned after the election. Oh, that works. Look at what's happening with Jack Smith and Trump right now. Yeah, we'll ban the AFD after they get a winning coalition. That'll work. Always with the clutch. People seem to disagree, the mouse. Because banning the fascist party vaporizes its fascist supporters? I mean, to an extent it can, yeah. I do think that, like, militantly cracking down on, like, a Nazi party actually can go a long way. You just need to commit to it, you know? That's the problem. They never commit to it because, like, 1 year after the breaking up, everyone forgets how bad they are or whatever. It's not just breaking up the party. They have to be, like, deplatformed from media as well. You know, it has to be like this massive, widespread effort. You're essentially trying to denazify 20% of the population. You know that my content's lagging when Tempest comes in with the content suggestion. All right, okay, I'll take the hint. You know, my handlers are like, considering going over something interesting, King. Maybe. Maybe. Babylon B covering real news. It's so sickening, and they're making a good point here, though they're making it from the literal, like, opposite perspective. Kamala calls for peaceful transfer of power to Adolf Hitler. And at first you might think like, oh, wow, they're calling Trump Adolf. No, they're making fun of her for calling Trump a fascist. And then when she loses, she's like, well, the heart of the American spirit of the dream of the soul of the stars in the night sky will still shine in the... Like, if you really believe that Trump was a fascist, you'd think that you would act with a little bit more, I don't know, gusto? Remember, the stars in the sky are brightest during the night. Thanks. Classic Weimar moment. Could really use a wish right now. Wish right now.